All right. Good morning, Nigeria. First, the thousands of Wake Up Nigeria fans, to the millions watching at home, and to that young guy that's probably wondering, what are we making for breakfast this morning? You are welcome to the best and favorite breakfast show in Nigeria. This is Wake Up Nigeria. Yes, all right. Good morning, everyone. It's the first day of the month. Happy new month to everyone. This is the month of May, not maybe. So maybe, no. I am saying that you're gonna have an amazing, you see what I did there? Amazing month this month. Happy new month, everybody. Today is also Workers' Day. Now, a public holiday, and a well-deserved one at that. So I want you guys to probably just relax, chill, whatever you're doing, just take your time. You guys have been hardworking Nigerians, just making sure the country is moving. So whether you're in the office or you're an essential worker like us on the road, behind the scenes, or building dreams, we see you. And today's show is dedicated to your hustle. Well done. Well done to you. We want to make sure that you feel appreciated and inspired. Now it's time to just wind down the week, look back at all that we have accomplished, and get ready to enjoy the rest of the week. All right. Now, if you're already in that weekend mood mentality, don't worry. We've got the kind of energy that you need to just slide into that holiday with ease. It's all smiles, stories, and sweet moments. All right, sweet moments for us. Woo. Okay, wait, hold on. What is happening over there in the kitchen? You can see the big man, Mike. Mike, how you doing? What is Mike doing? What is Mike doing? All right. Hey guys, still the show. We're having a great show today. I can assure you guys that we're gonna have a great show. We have music, we have great conversations, we have we have interviews, we have everything ready, and we have breakfast as well. Now, my name is Ariaka Edgar, and don't forget that we're live on GOTV channel 16, UHF channel 49, and always, you can catch us everywhere, every time, TVC Entertainment. Now, for those of you that are home, all you have to do is go on YouTube, all right, TVC Entertainment, and go to live. You want to just share this live, or you want to share with your friends and family while you're having a great time as well. Yes, then you can also follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're everywhere. And our handle is at TVC Entertainment _. And you already know the hashtag to use. If you want to join the conversation, you want to share your thoughts, you want to share something, you know that you look good, and you want to say, Edgar, I think I like what you're wearing, keep it up, all right? You can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. All right, yeah, you can also share your working day's plan. What are you doing today? All right, now shout out to all the hardworking friends and colleagues. You guys are having a great time. I also want to shout out to my landlord. That man has worked so hard. To me, he's always working. You get what I'm saying? So happy Workers' Day to my landlord. He's not around right now. Please, just give me some few months. I'll pay. All right, I'll pay. All right, now let's talk about the highlights for the day. We have Chef Amaka will be joining us to showcase some culinary skills. We cannot wait for that one. Ooh. Amaka, don't disappoint us, Amaka. You will not. I trust you. All right, now for musical performance, we have Tunde Onala, a musical entrepreneur and event planner, a talented singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist with close to 3 decades of active performances. Woo! We cannot wait to enjoy the tunes from this great man. All right, now for our tech discussion, we have Tosan Akaku here to continue the online finance discussion series, Recovering from Losses or Scam. I think recently with the whole CBEX thing, this would be a great conversation to have. Recovering from losses or scam. We cannot wait for that one. Then we shall bring you all the loved ones forward, and we are going to sing and wish everyone that is celebrating their birthdays in the month of May a happy birthday shout out. Hey, happy birthday. We're gonna wait for that one as well. Oh, look at the beautiful lady. All that you prayed for. All right, now we're going to be having a great discussion on book chat. We have Adana Chika, the author of Broken and Unspoken. Now, she is a certified counselor and marriage and family therapist based in Lagos. We're going to be having a discussion on her great book. We cannot wait to dig deep into that book and just talk about everything, starting from the cover of the book. All right, now our final guest. Woo! Our final guest would be celebrity interior designer Vicky Heldon. She is a social media influencer and conveyor of the interior design masterclass. Woo! Now she has featured in notable media and editorials platforms like Vogue, CNN Africa, Glam Africa, These Day Style. When you're talking about class and principles and style, this lady is just the right person. She's as bright as she looks, and she's super amazing. We cannot wait for her to join us and have an amazing conversation. It's gonna be good. Wow. Guys, I don't know about you, but I don't know if you can feel it. I have goosebumps already. It's gonna be a super show. People are gonna enjoy this one. I'm super gonna enjoy this one myself. I can't wait to have the interviews. I can't wait to eat. I cannot wait to dance and share everything with you guys. Don't go anywhere. Let us check the weather, whether it will rain or not. See what I did there?
It's Workers' Day 2025, the 1st of May. Good morning. Welcome to the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has declared a 41-year-old Eli Bita wanted in connection with the alleged fraud on online trading platform Crypto Bridge Exchange. In a post on its X handle, the EFCC says the suspect's last known address was in the Lekki Phase 1 area of Lagos State. The Commission wants anyone with useful information about his whereabouts to contact any of its offices. The EFCC earlier declared 8 persons wanted over their alleged involvement in a fraudulent scheme linked to CBEX. The Federal High Court in Abuja also granted the agency's request to arrest and detain persons found promoting the scheme. Now, the police have reactivated the issuance of tinted glass permits nationwide. Forces Public Relations Officer ACP Muyiwa Adejobi says the latest move comes in response to widespread public complaints about the harassment of motorists over the use of tinted windows. According to the police spokesman, the initiative reflects the need for a clear, transparent and accountable process for regularizing factory-fitted tinted glasses on vehicles. He explained that with modern automobiles increasingly manufactured with tinted windows, it has become essential to provide a standardized system that accommodates legitimate use while ensuring public safety. The police believes the reactivation will identify lawful users and prevent misuse for criminal activities and harassment of motorists. And out foreign stories, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, has commended tariffs on businesses which he says are investing domestically. President Trump had a meeting with his cabinet which lasted about 2 hours. The meeting comes after a new report shows that the U.S. economy shrank 0.3% in the first 3 months of the year. It is also the first time the U.S. economy has shrunk since 2022. Trump blamed his predecessor Joe Biden for the decline. He also mentioned that Canada's newly elected Prime Minister Mark Carney called him the day before to make a deal on tariffs. Then on to the Champions League. Barcelona twice battled back to draw 3-3 at home against Inter Milan in a rip-roaring first leg of their Champions League semi-final at Montjuïc Olympic Stadium. That's it on Sports and News for the hour. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We're back in a bit.
Passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer. I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Entertainment to me is everything. Entertainment is surrounding myself with loved ones, family, watching some good television shows, TV series, listening to good music, and taking a trip around the world, seeing new places and interacting with different people, and also having a feel of different culture and people all around the world. So for me, I would say entertainment is life. It's larger than life.
King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and non-violent opposition against segregation in the South. Influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, the peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, the potatoes and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was King's famous I Have a Dream speech. 250,000 people gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial to hear the stirring speech. In 1964, the Civil Rights Movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In the same year, King became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. In the late 1960s, King openly criticized U.S. involvement in Vietnam and turned his efforts to winning economic rights for poor Americans. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
Myself and Chef Amaka are having a nostalgic moment right here. And it has absolutely nothing to do with food. But hey guys, you are welcome to the kitchen. Yay! My personal favorite segment on the show. And this morning we have with us Chef Amaka. The sweet Chef Amaka is always so cool and calm. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the weather.
You too.
Thank you. Right, so this morning we are having French toast with poached eggs. Ooh, very bougie breakfast.
Yeah, it's going to be like a dirty kind of French toast.
Dirty?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
There'll be sausage in it and there'll be bacon.
Okay.
So then the eggs comes on top with the yolk running on it.
Now that is my kind of breakfast. For those who know me, that is my kind of breakfast. Very spot on. Absolutely love it. And I can't wait for us to begin. So let's talk about the ingredients, because quite a spread right here on the table.
Okay.
What are we using? Where do we begin? Let's talk about the ingredients first.
So we're going to start with the bread. By we'll break our eggs first.
Okay.
Mix it up with cornstarch, salt, pepper, depending on how you want your pepper to be.
Okay.
Just if you want it spicy, whichever way. Then we coat it with sesame seed and then leave it in the air fryer for about 12-15 minutes.
Okay.
Depending on how brown you want it to be.
Yeah, but what if you don't have an air fryer?
You can use a pan.
You can use a pan, okay.
Yeah, there are different types of pan. They're like skillets that you can also use.
Okay.
You can use a pan.
Now, talking about if we're going to use a pan, since that's an option, are we going to grease it with vegetable oil or butter?
Vegetable oil, but butter is preferable at first because of the flavor that it gives. But if you're doing a lot, it's better you just use your oil.
Right, and then you don't want, it also depends on you don't want the butter to sort of infiltrate into the taste.
You won't even notice it.
Oh.
Because it gives this, butter has its own
taste, flavor.
Yes, flavor,
right.
yes. It does its own work better than oil.
Okay.
So most times when you use the butter, you will feel that creaminess when you bite.
So is that a good thing?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Yes,
just checking. Because you know how you want to try, you think another ingredient would make a good alternative, and then you eventually use it, and then it doesn't actually, bring the required results that you're expecting.
That's what we think. But at the end, you realize that it brought something else.
Something
catchy.
Yeah, because you've never tried it before, so it's always sort of, I'm not exactly
Instead
sure.
Of the regular way.
Yeah. But well. Now let's talk about the avocados. What are we doing with those?
The avocado is going to serve as a cream. Normally we could use you can make your own sauce. You can make your own cream for your bread.
Okay.
But why I like avocado spread, it has this. It gives a good feeling, without you even getting to eat. To feel like you're taking a lot of sugary things.
Right.
Avocado has this balance. It has this balance that it gives on food.
Okay.
You'll try it.
Okay, so we're going to mash it?
Yes, we will.
We're going to mash it, and then are we going to add any seasoning to it?
No, just a little bit of pepper.
Okay.
Just a little bit of pepper.
Okay. That's black pepper, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And sesame seed, which is also healthy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? I can't wait for you to begin breakfast, and this would be perfect with a hot cup of chocolate.
You know.
And because sometimes I can be quite a mouthful when it comes to breakfast.
Do you remember
options.
when I was small, when they give you bread, you still get the tea?
Tea, right? I never did it.
I didn't do it.
I never did it. I never did it because I always thought it was soggy, and I don't like my bread being soggy. And then it has a certain feeling in your mouth. I didn't like
that one and this one.
What's the difference?
We're going to take the bread and put it inside that milk. But it's not going to be soggy. It's not going to be soggy. It's just.
So we're going to soak it in the milk.
Yes.
And then soak it in the egg.
The milk and the egg will be in one bowl.
So that's different. Yeah, that's different because we already, you actually really did get into my head because we already know that the milk that is supposed to play a role, right? And it's supposed to be part of the meal itself.
Yes.
Imagine having this with oats or custard.
Ooh.
Well. We are going to begin breakfast in a bit. We're using our air fryers for our bread because we want it to come out. We want to give it a crisp.
Yeah, and crispy.
Crisp,
golden
right?
brown
That's what we're going for.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Okay, so while we are prepping things up right here in the kitchen, remember Chef Amaka is still here, and we're having French toast with poached eggs for breakfast. For those of you celebrating in the month of May, oh my, it's a new month. Happy new month. We'll be celebrating you in a bit. We have Edgar to do that.
All right. It is time for birthday shout outs. But just before we start, I just want to say that Chef Amaka, hi, all right? Don't forget me in your kingdom. Okay, so it's the month of May, and not maybe, so I'm wishing you guys an amazing May. For everyone celebrating their birthday in the month of May, happy birthday to you. I was reading the comments and someone said, oh, Edgar, I've never sung the actual birthday song. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sing the actual birthday song and do a little remix. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Remix, DJ remix. Happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right, now the first one is for Alaja Rashidat. Damole. 2nd of May is your birthday, and this one is coming from your children. Look at that beautiful young lady. Oh my Lord, look at the glasses. You will see more into your future. Wow. And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get. All right, now this is for Deaconess Ulushola Akinola. 3rd of May is your birthday, and this one is coming from the Ikosi District Choir. Happy birthday. Oh, you are beautiful. Take it away, please. Why so fine? Huh? All right, now this is a special shout out from your husband. Now this is for Mrs. Oluwafeyikemi Adewumi. 5th of May is your birthday, and your husband is saying happy birthday to you. Oh, look at that beautiful young lady there now. All that you prayed for this year, you will have all that you wish for this year, you go get. All right, now this is for Olayinka Olalekon. 3rd of May is your birthday, and this one is from the inside. TVC Logistics Unit. Happy birthday to you. All right, now this one is for a man of God, a pastor, Pastor Daniel Oluwatobi Asha. 2nd of May is your birthday, and this one is coming from your family. May you continue to grow, Pastor. Hey, look at that cap now. Wow.
This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything.
All right, now this is for Pastor Pelumi Dada. 3rd of May is your birthday, and this one is coming from the CDM Media team. Happy birthday to you. Let the Spirit continue to use you for great things this month. Amen. Oh, look at the beautiful young baby. Hey, look at the hair. Tiara, Roland, it's your birthday again. 3rd of May, and this one is coming from Roland. Look at that. Oh, God. I love the afro. I love the afro.
You will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have.
All right. Thank you very much. If you're celebrating your birthday, please reach out to us using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and we will just celebrate you. We want to celebrate you. We believe in you. You're a part of us. You're a part of the family. All right, now, for those of you celebrating your birthday, I'm going to be doing this now. Quickly, okay? Now, listen, I'm going to be giving out ₦1 million to someone out there celebrating their birthday, ₦1 million. All you have to do is call my number. All right, that is it. That's my number. Call me and you get the ₦1 million. Again, my number is very simple. All right. Thank you very much. For those of you that got my number, call me and you get ₦1 million. Happy birthday to everyone. The show continues. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
All right, it's time for Book Chat. Let's talk about an amazing the symbolisms and symbols used in art. And the first thing I noticed was on the cover here. I don't know if you can see it. On the cover, we have someone, I believe this is a lady, maybe Mabel from the book.
Yeah.
Maybe Mabel, right?
Maybe,
yeah,
yes.
Mabel. So we have a lady holding a calabash and a broken calabash. And then you can actually see the leaves grow out from the calabash. Usually the leaves should grow from the center of the calabash, but it's broken from the side.
Yeah.
I understand this is not just because you wanted to do this. There is some symbol, some meaning behind this. Can you start with that, please?
Okay. I specially put that because I wanted people to even understand the concept of writing this book before you read it. A pot is broken. What do you do with a broken pot? You throw it away. But in brokenness, there is life, there is hope. And that's why instead of the leaves growing from the up, they found their way out of the brokenness. And so it's a story of hope. It's a story of resilience. It's a story that says, no matter how far you have gone, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, lovely. That is beautiful. Because I'm sure people who have read this and who will read this, they will be inspired by Mabel's story. Now, this is one that talks about the dynamics and of the trauma from a broken home. And I'm just wondering, why this story? Because, I mean, there are a couple of different themes to talk about, but you decided to focus more on a broken home. She's also going through her son who is trying to get him on an asylum and all that. It's a tough world for her. Why the story? Is this from a personal experience? Or is this something you just thought out of while you were walking?
It's I felt her story is so relatable. Like you will find yourself in some part of her story.
Okay.
I've had the privilege of sitting down with a lot of clients, and because of the confidentiality code that exists between therapists and clients, we don't have that privilege to talk about our experiences with our clients outside. And meeting Mabel, I would say, actually changed my life, because even in that pain, I saw so much strength in her. And I think it was the motivation that after all she went through, being able to sit down, it wasn't easy, but get to talk about it and then seek healing. I felt she needed to tell her story. But then I didn't want to tell it just like every other thing. I wanted to tell it as a therapist. So this is me telling Mabel's story. She could tell it in another way, but this is me telling her story. And I also wanted to bring out this thing about transgenerational trauma that people don't talk about. That really, like, instead of people think is when you get married, you get healed.
Wow.
But marriage actually brings it out, because it's two people bringing their traumas together. So there's trauma bonding. And instead of making it better, it makes it worse. So it's me creating awareness that before you say I do, you need to go check some things out. Because some traumas are not there. You don't even know they're there until you get married.
Wow.
And then you face a lot of life challenges and they come up. And so if you're aware of them and you deal with them, it helps.
All right.
So those are the...
that's a very interesting take, and I'm happy I'm doing this with a therapist, because I can ask personal questions and also questions that I've heard on social media. So I saw this sometime relating this to the book. A lady put out there, she said, I have healed from my wounds, but not my scars.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, how do you help someone as a therapist, even with a book like this, understand that no matter what you've been through, no matter what you're going through, there is still hope for you? Because some people will tell you there is no hope for them. That's why they take it as far as committing suicide. And, they stay in that chronic depression where there is no opportunity to live. How do you advise such person who is saying, I don't think there is hope for me in life anymore?
First off, unfortunately, in the society we live in, there's so much secrecy. People don't like talking about things they're going through, maybe because of the culture, society, and everything. So what I always tell people is the first person is you, your well-being, your happiness. And if that is your priority, you shouldn't care about what people think. So you should be able to talk to someone. Don't even talk to a therapist, talk to someone.
Somebody.
And then talking is therapy itself.
True.
You might not even get the professional help, but for the fact that you were able to open up, you might be able to find out that other people are going through worse things than you are. And then when we talk about trauma, we all experience trauma. There's no one who is prone to trauma. You understand? Everybody goes through trauma. Driving here, I went through one or two traumas.
True.
Living in Lagos, you go through
it's
trauma.
traumatic on its own. True.
Everything. So when we begin to understand that these are things that we go through, we don't have we don't really have control over them, but we have control how they affect us.
Okay.
Now that's what I want to tell my clients. I might not have control about what happened to me in the past, but this is my life. I should be able to have control over what happens to me now. Okay. And so, that's why I should deal with that.
A question that came to mind while you were speaking, I'm just going back to the book again, is how do you fix an abusive marriage? Especially when you know that your partner doesn't want to talk things through, you have basically been speaking to people, but you still get abused every single time. How do you fix an abusive marriage? Would you advise that people leave an abusive marriage, or is there a way to fix it while staying in the marriage?
As a therapist, first of all, I would want to ask my client, of course, if your life is in danger, first thing is to leave that environment.
Not necessarily the marriage.
Yes.
Just leave
the environment. Because you have to be alive to seek help.
True.
Okay. And then we begin to deal with it. But one thing you need to know is that most people who are abused don't even know they're abused.
Ooh. That's
because
deep.
We believe abuse is when he hits you.
When he gets physical.
When he gets physical. So emotional abuse is one thing people don't even understand.
Emotional abuse, please just shed a little light on that.
Emotional abuse is not physical. There are no wounds. But it's deep,
inside.
It's inside, and it's worse.
Wow.
Because there are no scars, and I can't even prove it. And the abusers are they are professionals, because they know you can't prove it. You talk about narcissists, people who outside they are different.
Yes.
They are nice, they are wonderful.
And it's hard for people to believe all the things we're even saying about them.
Exactly. So how do you deal with people like that? Is the awareness, creating the awareness, understanding that this is not right.
Exactly, and that's what you've done. That's what you've done with this.
That's what I've done.
All right, so I'm just wondering, how can people get this book? For those who are interested, that want to have a copy of it. I mean, you cannot obviously have mine. You can't have mine, but for those who actually want to have a copy of this, how can they get this?
We have in Roving Heights.
Okay.
We have it in Roving Heights. We have it online. We have it in Seller.
All right.
We have it on Amazon.
And I'm also thinking they can connect you on social media and just reach out to you.
Media, yes.
All right. That is indeed beautiful. For those of you that want to have a copy of this, please, you can also reach out to the beautiful young lady on social media. What's your handle?
Serenity Springs 1. Serenity_Springs1. Yes.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. You can just reach out to her and then ask more questions. You can also book a therapy session, I guess.
Yes.
Yes, you can book that as well. I have plans to get married very soon, so maybe one of these days I'll just. But I've not found the lady yet. Every other thing is ready.
You're
I have
most
paid.
welcome.
No, I'm serious. I've paid for a hall.
Really?
Next year, May 7th is my wedding. May 7th next year is my wedding.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that because people are more interested in the ceremony than the wedding.
The issue now is that I have paid for a hall.
Okay.
I have bought the wedding gown. I have done everything. All that is left is
you
the
bought
lady.
The wedding gown.
I bought the wedding gown.
How do you know? How do you know the lady's size?
It's one size fits all.
Oh no.
It's one size fits all. All right. Thank you so much for spending and sharing your knowledge with us. We are so grateful that you can share this. I'm going to ask more questions after, personal questions. I don't want them to know my problems on TV. All right. Now, thank you so much for this amazing book. Again, please, you just heard that if you want this, you can reach out on social media. You can reach out to the website and platforms that she has mentioned as well. It's a great book for ladies who want to get better, and also for men as well.
For men.
How to treat ladies. All right, do not go anywhere. The show continues. We continue the show. It's the Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas
at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Because of what they wear. We've done our job, and I'm sure that's entertainment.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and nonviolent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement gained momentum. Dr. King was a powerful orator. He appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI. Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English, good day. These are the news headlines, to Pidgin.
Better country people, on a good evening.
Yoruba. Ekaro, Ekudede Asikoyi, Shedadalabayi. Igbo.
Ndewo, Auto Innovation. Ahambu Obada Samson Ejiro.
And Hausa.
Mutane na sanar da zuwa, suna na Raki Abdulkarim kuma kana kallon TVC News.
We are bringing the news closer to you. Faster, smarter, and always reliable. And together, we are shaping the future of news for every Nigerian, everywhere. Innovation, connection, and trust. The future of news is here.
TVC News, first with breaking news. And now first in Nigeria with AI News.
No.
The future of television is here.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so that's a big congratulations to CVC Communications. That's a big feat.
Yes, it is. It is a big feat.
It's a big feat.
It's huge.
I will start with the concerns a number of people have had, because we've also had a number of our anchors being used for to spread.
Fake news.
Yes, I've seen this particular video where there was an anchor, and then of course they used the AI voice to support one of these schemes before this whole time and all of that. We are going to be in a world driven by artificial intelligence, whether we like it or not.
True.
It's where we are now.
Right.
So it is us going ahead and saying that, okay, hey, this is it, this is possible, but ensure that when you're getting this information, it is from our verified pages. And yes, so we'll be using the AI anchors for headlines, news, breaking news updates, and all that. It's not like we're not still going to have other anchors on ourselves, but there are parts that need the human angle and all of that. So in quite a number of ways, it is groundbreaking, it is innovation, and it is where the world is. I remember the other day, I know I've spoken about this on tech, even before the emergence of artificial intelligence, there was the emergence of robotics, and then we had robotics even cooking.
Yeah. There were conversations around
and this is not even, you put a particular recipe, in fact you put it, it would pick up the recipe. We saw it at different points, the hands and everything moving. So you're saying now that those robotics, the artificial intelligence will now control them.
Wow.
So this is me, to anybody as a kid on all of that, prompt engineering, aka AI management, aka controlling AI, that is where the world is at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, I think what's interesting for me is when I was reading like the press release, what I saw was TVC News had also mentioned that there would be, watermarking and content verification by the anchors and like producers to be sure that whatever is being released is free from deepfakes and wrong information. This because it's very important that they verify whatever is going to be put out there. So what's stunning for me is at some point, especially my friend Ejiro, he was one that did the Igbo news. And I was looking at him and I was like, wait, who is the real Ejiro now? Because the guy was sounding better than Ejiro. I said, Ejiro. Why is that guy really finer than you?
It is. Chef Amaka, have you ever, there's a particular video I saw. Have you ever seen a video of a robotic chef? Like, have you ever seen something like that? You haven't? Okay, they are there. At one point you used to think that AI cannot even take. They will know. If you see what they do, in fact, maybe I'll show you sometime. We'll just take a break and I'll show you. But yes, it's just the aspect of technology. I would say, I would not use the word taking over.
Precision, though.
Yeah.
If you tell chefs, you tell a robot, 1 cup of this, put it like this, you are sure that you will get that taste 80% like every time. It's going to be the same thing.
But then she's finding that
you get tired though.
You get tired of the same thing,
because we are more dynamic in nature. But then again, we are, because yesterday, I think 2 days ago, so we're having a conversation with a product and user experience designer, and then we're talking about how the role of AI and I think in the conversation, sorry about that, we talked about how AI can also be used. At some point, will it begin to have human feelings?
Yeah, it can. It does.
Because as much as it's going to, it's already being used, in human interaction. Will it begin to have, human feelings?
I think there was one time, if you try this with ChatGPT and the rest, and you say, tell me a joke, tell me a Nigeria joke, there is a certain way to craft out a joke that you would feel, okay, this is trying to relate with me in that manner. Even if you tell me, oh, you have me, So I don't know if it would have feelings, but I know it would sound a certain way, Yeah,
but then again, I'm happy that we are at the point, in the broadcast industry where we are being able to leverage technology, in driving growth, using innovation. And
speed
this
as well.
is speed as well, right?
Speed and coverage.
Right.
Not everybody might like it. Not everybody, at times change can be hard to accept change. But it is where we are. It is where we are, and it's about moving with the times. It's almost like when GSM came. I mean, I still remember our manual phones and all of that. When it came, whether you liked it or not, you know that you had to move into it. And then one other thing is that when you hear the English version, you don't think about the accent alone. It's in Igbo. It's in Hausa.
Yeah, I was going to say
it's
that.
In Yoruba.
Yeah, it's in Pidgin.
It's in Pidgin.
Right, and this covers the, the 6 geopolitical zones, of Nigeria. So you won't say, oh, okay, this is only catering to a particular audience. It's catering to everybody. And also because, we are also, we cater to all demographics. But, let's not say this is like you're going to cater to the younger generation. No. It caters to everybody, so you just pick the one that.
All right. So you know what? At this point, let's see the English video, the AI.
You'll just see all of them. You'll just see all of them.
Let's see English first.
Love all of them so that you get to see and understand. I like the part where you mentioned something about emotions and all of that, and even for us who have been in an older generation, it's it could be hard.
Could be.
To to switch, to accept this, and then like I say, for everybody there, it has to be verified handles, because now it's easier. It's going to be easier for a lot of people. I mean, if you just go into this, it's going to be easier for a lot of people to go into this and create deep fakes. And then when it comes to the distinguishing factor about artificial intelligence is that it is learning. It's called machine learning. So that means that you can use your own particular AI, maybe as a chatbot for a while, and then it understands you. You can tell it, tell me the kind of person I am from what you are listening. So you're saying that even as far as medicine, as far as therapy, it will look at you, it will determine maybe your traits. It will determine your psychological traits and all of that, and then give you some sort of diagnosis based on your traits after you are interacting with
it for a while. For a while. You just said something, Mike. So funny enough, a friend of mine actually, introduced me to a particular chatbot, right? I'm not going to mention the name of the app because she would interact with it on a regular. Now it has understood her to the point where it even it's even a judge of character when it comes to her friendships. Yes,
it's how you use it.
It's how you use it.
Let's listen
so
to
she recently asked about this is my friend, this is who she is. I would like you to tell me more about her. And you need to see, what it summed up.
Okay, let's listen to it here. Let's listen to all the versions, and then we'll see if we can talk about it when we get back.
Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to...
Una, good evening. Welcome to TVC News. My name, Nana Jiti Atsirene. Better country people. Una, good evening. Welcome to TVC News. My name, Nana Jiti Atsirene. Better country people. Una, good evening. Welcome to TVC News. My name, Nana Jiti Atsirene. Better country people.
I think it's also important to note that all of the news that would be read has already been carefully curated and verified by our in-house trained journalists and editors. Right, so let's not think we are getting everything from AI, including information on the news.
Don't be surprised. You probably get to see Edgar AI, Mike AI, MMA.
It will be interesting. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Chef Amaka, let's see here. What are you doing at the moment? You're done with the bacon, right?
No. I still have some bread. Some more.
Okay, but I saw you frying. I just wanted us to see, to just take a look at it. Okay. What are you doing now?
This is onions.
I like that onions.
You're caramelizing it.
Yes.
Did you add sugar to it?
Yes, brown sugar is best.
Is there honey?
Can I guess? You added brown sugar, yes?
Yes.
All right. I thought
she just said that.
Okay, she just said it. True.
Is there honey?
No need for honey.
Why?
Like this.
Why don't you put honey?
You don't use honey.
Trust me, when you taste it, you will
I love that. And then you have some avocados there. One will be okay for you to use, right? One avocado.
Guys, just imagine this.
Mike wants to use the
because I can see only one avocado. Why did you bring only one?
Just imagine.
It's only one avocado you brought.
Just imagine we had like a
I
device.
thought you were going to bring your own too, your own ingredients.
So
we'll use it together.
Amaka, just imagine we had like a device, like a machine where you could just impute all the ingredients and then tell it how you wanted to do it, and then the final part of the device just brings out the food.
Yeah, it's not imagine.
It's not always that way. It's not always that way because sometimes when I try a recipe or there's food on the fire, I know this is the direction I'm supposed to take, but there's that feeling that just tells me, oh no, hold on, why not put turmeric in it?
See, it's not discrediting the human factor. There's still the human factor, especially in some cases and all of that. And that's why it's called machine learning. It gets to a point where it starts learning and all of that. But
based on how it has observed you, right?
But I would say to everybody, accept it as soon as you can. Because it will get to the point where I just hope you've seen iRobot. We've seen all those movies and all of that. It's not like it is not a possibility. It is a possibility, but it is where we have come into the world as now. I would say in the next 20, 30 years, we could be looking at portal transportation.
Portal transportation.
Yes.
I think there was sometime last year, there was a country that was doing that.
Yeah. What
it
they did
was a sample.
It was a sample.
Yeah.
What they were snapping pictures and they were forming and all of that. But I'm just saying that there are things that we had now that a lot of people, even the great minds of their generation, thought was impossible.
Right.
I mean, think about till tomorrow, no matter how many times I fly, it still boggles my mind that something that weighs tons is up in the air. And there's nothing holding it and all that.
And they talk about gravity, right?
So that's just it. So it is here. AI, you'll be seeing more of it. It's Workers' Day. Incidentally, it's quite intriguing that we introduced it today. AI is also a worker. So that's what it is.
And it's not going to take our jobs, don't worry. So it will take a few, but not all. Don't be afraid.
It will take plenty. You take plenty.
All right, guys, the show continues. Still Wake Up Nigeria.
Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria to let us know your thoughts. Are you excited about this? Can you not wait? Because we can't wait either.
Exactly.
We're starting today, right, with it. So, I mean, let us know what your thoughts are. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC, right? Of course, all our social media platforms, people. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI.
Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet?
Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English,
good day. These are the news headlines.
To Pidgin.
Better country people, on a good evening.
Yoruba.
Ekaro, Ekudede Asikoyi, Shedadalabayi.
Igbo.
Ndewo, Auto Innovation. Ahambu Obada Samson Ejiro.
And Hausa.
Mutane na sanar da zuwa, sunana Rakia Abdulkarim kuma kana kallon TVC News.
We are bringing the news closer to you.
Faster, smarter, and always reliable.
And together, we are shaping the future of news for every Nigerian, everywhere. Innovation, connection, and trust. The future of news is here.
TVC News, first with breaking news. And now first in Nigeria with AI news anchors.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. Tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
All right. Welcome back to the second hour of Wake Up Nigeria. It's a beautiful Thursday. And, you know, it's a beautiful Thursday morning. Happy new month. Happy Workers' Day. You know, it's a new month, new energy, new vibe. Like, everything here is new. We just heard now that TVC News has a new AI where we have new anchors. English, Pidgin, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, everywhere. This is new. To have, you never can tell. Maybe one day you probably just have Edgar AI, and I will not be here, but I'm here. You get what I'm saying? Oh yes, now today is Workers' Day, and it is just that time where you can, it's all about easing into the well-deserved break that we all need. We have all worked. Everybody has done something, you know, and it's time to just relax and take it slow and just breathe in and breathe out, all right? You guys have come a long way, and we are saying well done to everyone who is working out there, all right? This is your moment to unwind and just reflect on yourself. And just give yourself some credits. Tell yourself you don't try. Now you have worked so hard. and you have earned every bit of it. All right, so please relax, take some time to chill. Do not work, because I don't know how worker's day you still be at home and you're still working. Do not work. Take some time to just relax and chill and rest, because we all need to rest. All right. Now, speaking of rest, I rest my case with this beautiful young lady in the kitchen. Look at MM. Oh, come on, MM. Oh, Lord.
Yes, Edgar. And that's the real Edgar, by the way, not the AI one. Yes, Chef Amaka is still here, and we're making French toast with poached eggs. And I'll tell you guys that Chef Amaka right here is creating what I'll call a work of arts. Trust me. I mean, you guys would need to see this later on. When I tell you that we bring you chefs from all around the world, to, intrigue you and, take you on a world of culinary experience. I mean, this is amazing work she's doing right here. And, well, I know that we'll be back later on to show you every bit of what we are doing right here in the kitchen.
All right,
and,
all right.
Yeah.
We cannot wait. We
Over
cannot
to you,
wait.
Edgar.
All right, yes, we cannot wait to be back to have a taste of that one. Now, remember, you guys can watch us live wherever you are in the world, tvcentertainment.tv. We're here to just help you glide into your holiday and with a smile, with a beautiful smile. You can also watch us live on GOTV channel 16, UHF band 49. And we're never ever far away on social media. Follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at tvcentertainment_. We have a backup page, tvc.entertainment, so you can follow anyone. Now, let's talk. So you can share your Workers' Day shout-outs, your plans for the holiday, or how you're choosing to relax. Just use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Again, it's WakeUpNigeria on TVC. And let's keep spreading that good energy. All right. Just as you heard, we have Chef Amaka in there with MM. They're creating something beautiful. I cannot wait to taste that one. All right. Now, our final guest would be celebrity interior designer Vicky Heldon. She is a social media influencer and conveyor of the Interior Design Masterclass. Now, she has featured on notable media and editorial platforms like CNN Africa, Glam Africa, These Days Style, Business Day, Guardian Live, New York Weekly, LA Mode Magazine. This is a lady that has gone far and wide. She's as beautiful as she looks. This lady is amazing. We cannot wait to have her here to have this amazing interview, to just know what she's up about and what she's doing. I cannot wait for that time because I need to learn. All right. Now, don't forget that our musical talent, Tunde Onala, will be singing us out of the show. We cannot wait to have an amazing experience. I love the agbada he has here, but I can't wait for that one. Oh yeah, now Tunde, I'm sure we'll do a good show. Weather now 1 naira, we will check the weather. I need to improve my musical skills. All right, guys, don't mind me. Please, let's check the weather.
Thanks for staying with us, Chef Amaka, right here in the kitchen. And we are still getting our French toast and poached eggs on. I know, right? It smells good. when we're yet to taste it, and we can tell for a fact that it's just going to taste as good as it smells, right? So, Chef Amaka.
Yep.
I see that you are tossing the caramelized onions into a plate.
Yep.
But first off, right, let's talk about the ingredients and then talk us through the process of, each meal as it's being made. Because we know our bacon is ready, our caramelized onions is ready, our French toast is ready. But let's run through the ingredients first.
Okay.
So over to you.
Okay, so what we've done now, we've prepped the French toast.
So talk us through the process for the French toast.
You break your eggs, a little bit of cornstarch, pepper, salt, and sesame seed.
Okay.
I also added parsley, fresh parsley.
Parsley, okay.
Parsley, yeah. So that's why it has those colors.
The eggs?
2 colors.
Did you add eggs in there?
Yes, 2 eggs.
You said milk as well?
Yes, I added milk, sorry.
Yeah, you forgot to mention that, right? Okay. And then what's the role of the cornstarch in the French toast? It makes it crispy.
No, it makes the whole ingredient marinate properly.
Oh, really? It does?
It makes it to give, you can even eat it like this.
Okay.
You can even, I think there's a small piece. Get it.
I can imagine adding grated garlic into it.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh, good. Okay, so what we're going to do next, we're almost getting ready to prep.
Okay.
Like to just plate rather.
Okay.
So I'm going to open this,
okay.
take it out, scoop it on top of the bread, and there goes the bacon.
Now let's talk about what you did with the caramelized onions, because it feels like a science experiment right here.
It's just like I extracted another type of juice out of onions.
Ah, okay.
Not everybody likes to chew fresh onions. Some people might see onion in their bread or food and they start to
pick it out. Right.
Yes. But you won't, with the way I did it, you won't even feel it. You won't even know when you have eaten onions.
Ah, okay.
Because onions alone
So
is
what
a
did you
flavor.
do to the onions?
Okay, so I used brown sugar, a little bit of salt, a little bit of melted butter and oil.
Okay.
So that, and I allowed it to marinate.
Yeah, so all the ingredients infused into the onions, and then it creates a world on its own. I would say this is an innovation, to be honest. It is because there's a certain flavor that it adds or gives to your recipe.
Yes. So what I'm trying to do is, I don't want you to just eat French toast egg. I want to confuse you. So, but
you want to take us on a journey.
Yes. On a journey.
I think that journey is an endless one because there's no destination.
You always remember me.
It makes you wonder. It keeps you. It leaves you wondering. Leaves you. Wanting and yearning for more. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I think I've always said that I think food should be an experience. For every time that you eat it, it should take you on an experience. You need to experience it and savor every bit of it, even as you're chewing and swallowing.
Yes, it is.
It should take you on a journey. So
and
now what's left?
Taste, the more you want more.
More, right.
Yes, so I'm about to poach the egg and just fry the sausage.
Okay, quickly, let's see how you poach eggs, because someone watching right now is like, I don't know how to poach eggs. How do I poach eggs?
Before we do that, I have to check what's on fire. Then
So we have our bread in the air, our French toast in the air fryer, right?
Yes.
Okay, want to be sure that it doesn't burn. But if you don't have an air fryer, you can also use a pan, right, Chef Amaka?
Yeah.
She mentioned earlier on that you can always use a pan or a skillet if you don't have an air fryer, right? But our breakfast is coming together very nice. There's so much going on right here in the kitchen. She's checking on the French toast. She has to ensure that the sausages, the bacons come together very nicely. She still has to work on the avocado. For the avocado, I think we're mashing it and then adding a bit of black pepper to it. Yeah, because she's already briefed me on the process for the making of our recipe this morning. So, I'm speaking from experience, and for those of us who are very unapologetic foodies, we love our food. So we are heating up our water in the pot, and then when it's properly cooked, we'll begin poaching our eggs. It's not difficult at all. Right, Chef Amaka?
No, it's not.
Quickly, talk us through the process for the poaching of the eggs before we go quickly.
There are two major processes.
Okay.
There are different ways to poach your eggs, depending on how the level at which you want the yolk to be.
Okay.
I like my yolk running.
But you break it into a spoon, right?
Yes,
like a scoop
a soft
spoon,
yes,
right?
yes.
You want to show us what it looks like?
Yes. I prefer to use this.
Yes. So quickly, you break the eggs in here and then put it in boiling water. That's how you put your eggs.
A little bit
right,
of oil. Then at least 2 spoons of vinegar.
Yeah. So would take you through the process later on. But hey, breakfast has come together very nicely. Super stoked, super excited. We're actually going to quick break now. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. There's so much happening in the kitchen. Stay with us.
Muhammad Ali was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky.
News anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI.
Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet?
Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English,
good day. These are the news headlines,
to Pidgin.
Better country people, on a good evening.
Yoruba,
ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí, ṣe dáadáa la bá yín.
Igbo.
News anchors.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now
welcome back and thank you for staying with us. And now we have a tech discussion. We've been having that online finance discussion, talking about safety online. We took a break last week and we're back to it now, recovering from losses and scam when it comes to the financial markets. Tosa Nakapa is my guest now. He's a financial trader in crypto, of course, Forex, and of course the financial markets. It's great to have you, Tosa. You're welcome once again.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back.
All right, good. Now, Tosa, just before we get into our major topic, which is recovering from losses and scam, there's been an update, right? The federal EFCC is looking for the supposed progenitor, the person who is in charge of the scam and all of that, and then there's talk that people can still get their money back. Is that a possibility that people can get their money back? And if they do, will they get all their money back or some of it? What's the possibility?
Okay, yeah. First off, mostly once you lose money, you have to calm down and assess the situation surrounding the loss. And the truth is, EFCC is actually trying their best to get those guys. Let's even assume they get those guys. How are they going to determine how many people invested? I believe we're talking about the CBEX scam, which had over 500,000 users in Nigeria. I mean, how are they going to distribute that money? Now, while I can't say it's impossible, because nothing is impossible, some things can actually happen. But the truth is, if you look at it properly, from things that have happened in the past, we see many, I don't want to mention programs because some of them are in courts right now as we speak. You will find out that most of them, you never get your money back. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's best to assess the situation and move ahead. If you get your money back, fine. If you don't get your money back, you'll be prepared for the worst. I mean, if you had done what you needed to do in the first place, this loss will not hit you it won't hit you so badly. So mostly some people just feel like, what's the best way for me to recover this loss? Do I rely on the EFCC alone, or do I go back to the scammers and beg them? That's where you find out on many of these groups, you see some people try their best to say, oh, you are the best. I'm talking about the people that really scam them, just trying to massage their egos. Possibly, maybe they'll be able to get their money back. And what those people now do is tell you, they say, come, why don't you bring some more money? I heard they did that in Stivex. They asked them to bring about the $500.
Sweet. Some people went to deposit more money into it to try to get the one they scam them off.
Yeah, exactly. It's the desperation that comes with losses. People tend to chase shadows. So after every loss, we actually become very emotional, and we just feel like, what way can I get this money back?
And that gets us to our topic today. Exactly. That gets us to our topic today. That trying to recover losses when it happens, when you are trading. You mentioned that we can be emotional. So how do you lock out your emotion at that particular point? How do you do it personally yourself, Tosan?
Okay, personally, I feel if I have a huge amount of money tied down somewhere, I won't be able to rest. Now, but if I break that amount, if I break it down, I feel more at ease. It's just like this now. Let's just say you have probably 10,000 naira lying around the house, and normally you are a millionaire. That 10,000 naira will not seem like much to you. You just wait and say, let me just watch and see the outcome. So basically, it's just like somebody saying, I want to open a shop now. I want to open a shop right now. And I buy a whole lot of products. After spending so much on it, I decide that, okay, what do I want to do now? I want to sell. Now, when I decide to sell to people and nobody is buying, is that the right time for me to double down on that and say, I want to buy extra products? No, it's actually wrong timing. So what you need to do, or what I do, is I practice good risk management. And if we have the time, I could just run you through what risk management is.
Yes, just a little bit. Let's go through it.
Okay. So risk management is very simple. Just like while you're waiting for the EFCC to conduct their investigation, you are doing everything. And if you have a proven strategy, you tend to stick to that. Now, risk management works with your investment strategy. If you do not have a good investment strategy, the first thing you need to do is get that strategy right. Now, once you have your strategy, if you have 10 million naira, for example, now what do you do with the 10 million naira? It took you 5 years to save up that 10 million for investment. Then somebody brings a juicy offer to you, maybe like a 10x offer. Say, yeah, that your 10 million can actually turn to 100 million. And trust me, there are investments like that, and some of them actually do work. This can actually turn to 100 million naira. And you say, okay, good. Let me pack all the 10 million and put into this project. The moment you put the 10 million into that project, if it works, of course, you become 100 million richer. But if it doesn't, you have been set back by 5 years. It takes you another 5 years to recover another 10 million that you would use to invest. So the best thing you do is to break that amount, say maybe 5% of that 10 million that you have, say 500,000. Now that 500,000, I go the first time, it doesn't work. No problem. There's no investment that is ever 100%. You go the second time, it doesn't work. But the time you go the third time, possibly you might get that 10x, and 10x of 500,000 is 5 million. So you lost the 1.5, but you have gained 5 million. Now you're no longer sitting on 10 million. You're now sitting on about 13.5 million. You take 5% of that and start doing it over time. Now somebody says, no, go big or go home is the way to go. Now that thing has hurt a lot of people. When you hear motivational speakers talk about go big or go home, it just motivates you and you feel like, yes, if I put in a 10 million, I'm getting 100 million out of it. I either go big or I go home. People have gone big and they have gone home at the same time. So why don't you practice
good risk management? Tosan,
exactly.
Wonderful. A number of people are enjoying what you do, but let's wrap up with this, because next time we'll be talking about AI, where AI comes in with all of this, because we've been talking about AI. AI has had a lot, and then people are talking about how much input can you give. So let's just wrap up with this. Just give me 30 seconds. How much input can you do when AI comes into the whole thing? Does it help with safety when it comes to investment online? Just let's wrap up with that thought.
Okay. When it comes to artificial intelligence, it depends on the area. There are some that are actually tailored towards videos. There are some tailored to trading. Currently, my team is actually developing an algorithm that's an AI algorithm that helps people trade. So the world is actually moving fast, really, really fast. So the sooner you embrace AI, the faster you just might, get a whole lot from it. Now, artificial intelligence, we have ChatGPT as well. And it's one of the easiest tools you can use when you are investing. I mean, if you see a program and you just ask, what do you think about this program? It's going to advise you accordingly. That is how beautiful artificial intelligence is right now. Tell you that, okay, this thing is actually showing signs of a scam, so you tread carefully, apply good risk management. It will actually tell you that. So the world has really, really advanced. In fact, AI will suggest some programs to you. It will never tell you what to do outrightly, because it's just like we say not financial advice. You ensure you do your own research. It will tell you that these are the dangers, these are the possibilities in the area of investment. So those that are early, I wouldn't say this is early, I wouldn't say this is late, but those that embrace artificial intelligence, the sooner you embrace it, the better it is for you. It makes your investment game even better. It makes your work even easier.
Tosan, thank you very much. We'll wrap up there. Next week, we're talking artificial intelligence and trading. We're going to expatiate into that. Thank you. It's been a pleasure always talking to you.
Wonderful. I'm happy to hear that topic. That's an area I really, really love to talk about.
All right. Thank you very much.
It's been nice talking to you again.
All right. Okay. All right. That's it. To tech. Edgar has something for us. Edgar, what's up? Talk to us.
Now we have music. We have music. Great music. Folk music. Now we have this musical performer, Tunde Onola. Now this guy is a musical entrepreneur and he's a great artist and a writer as well. Songwriter, right? Yeah. Now I just have a question before you perform. You have a song called New Nigeria. Yes. Can you just tell me about that song? Are you speaking about a new Nigeria in being reforms? Or just tell me about the song, please.
Okay, that New Nigeria song.
Can you use your mic, please?
Okay, the New Nigeria song, when I wrote that song, it was a day that I should be bitter about my nation. But I choose to be positive.
All right.
And that song came, so I write it. So like the Americans, God bless Nigeria.
All right, awesome. So you wrote New Nigeria out for a new Nigeria. Yes. All right, that's awesome. Now it's time for you to perform. Let's go. Let's hear some new Nigerian music. Let's go.
Revelation about this great nation, Nigeria. I had a dream, got the revelation about this great nation, Nigeria. That everything is gonna be fine.
Nigeria tuntun where corruption would stop. Nigeria tuntun where milk and honey will ever flow. Mori ara mi o ṣe ti gbọ́. Mori ènìyàn mi gbogbo ẹ wá o ti dé tán.
Nigeria tuntun where corruption will stop. Nigeria tuntun where milk and honey will ever flow. Mori ara mi o ṣe ti gbọ́. Mori ènìyàn mi gbogbo ẹ wá o ti dé tán.
After the white man's slavery, God gave us everything which will make us the giant of Africa. But look at today, where have we gotten to? After the white man's slavery, God gave us everything which will make us the giant of Africa. But look at today, where have we gotten to? But I'm glad to tell you that Nigeria is gonna be fine. But I'm glad to tell you that Nigeria is gonna be fine. Nigeria is gonna be fine.
Nigeria tuntun kan lókèrè. Mori Nigeria tuntun kan lókèrè. Nigeria tuntun where corruption will stop. Nigeria tuntun where milk and honey will never flow. Mori ara mi o ṣe ti gbọ́. Mori ènìyàn mi gbogbo ẹ wá o ti dé tán.
Economy
will be fine.
Refineries
work again.
Security
will be intact.
Agriculture
will work again.
Our education
will rise again.
And everything
will be alright.
Our economy
will be fine.
Refineries
work again.
Security
will be intact.
Agriculture
will work again.
Our education
will rise again.
And everything will be alright.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment,
I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Build our nation. Every farmer who tills the land to feed us. The teacher who shapes the young minds of our future. The doctors and nurses healing with the gentle care of their touch. The builders that raise our homes and cities. To carpenters carving wood with pride. Lawyers standing in the halls of justice. To the police and military who protect us and keep the peace. To the brilliant minds creating algorithms that define the future of our species. Amazing content creators that keep us reeling with their reels and engage with their creativity. To all workers and artisans crafting visions bright as day. Your sweat waters the roots of our nation's growth. Your dream lights the path to a brighter tomorrow. Your resilience, passion, and unwavering spirit are the true treasures of Nigeria. We see your labor. We know your work. You are the heartbeat of this nation. With every tool, with every pen, with every drop of sweat, you lift the nation once again. Today, we stand, we sing, we say thank you, our true heroes. Happy Workers' Day.
Happy Workers' Day. We see and we hear, we see your struggles. Happy Workers' Day to everyone. We are true heroes, aren't we? Happy Workers' Day to me as well. Yes, and on our final discussion this morning, we have celebrity interior designer Vicky Helden. She is a social media influencer and convener of the Interior Design Masterclass. She's featured on notable media and editorial platforms like Vogue Italia, CNN Africa, Glam Africa, This Day Style Business Day, and a host of other platforms that she's been on. Hi, good morning.
Hi, morning.
How are you doing, Vicky?
I'm good, as you can see.
Oh,
you look good too.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, you've been in the business space for 14 years now. Talk to us about your journey. I mean, you transitioned from one industry to the other.
Yeah.
Fashion. You've done interior designing. So, you're into education.
Yeah.
So, talk to us about how these transitions, how you've been able to transition from one industry to the other, and some of the challenges that you've had to face even as a woman.
Okay. For me, it's been an inspiring journey for me because I'm a creative, so I see creativity in everything. We started as a fashion brand, Vicky Helden fashion brand. Then 8 years down the line, we transcended into interior design and architecture. So, and then we started making home collections as well, beddings, home fragrances, and all of that. And I mean, it's not been easy, but then it's just focus. So let's say this: if you don't start, you wouldn't know.
Right.
So if I didn't start 14 years ago, I might not be here right now. And it's been challenging as well, in a male-dominating, because architecture is part of it.
Right.
So in a male-dominated industry, you face a lot of challenges, disbelief and all of that, but you have to prove yourself. You have to keep working, you have to keep proving yourself, you have to keep making everyone understand that you know what you're doing, and that's it, and you're seeing the result. For the educational platform, it started last year. We went into education last year for the creative sector. So the educational platform is focused on just the creative sector. It's called Mastery with Vicky Helden.
Right.
Yes, so Mastery with Vicky Helden hosted its first event last year, known as the Business of Interior Design Masterclass with Vicky Helden.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mastery with Vicky Helden is actually a comprehensive leadership, education, and mentorship platform solely dedicated to fostering collaboration, innovation, and growth in the creative industry.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Innovation and collaboration. I think collaboration is very key here.
Yeah.
Because it's the new currency.
Of course.
Unfortunately, is being underestimated. People really do not know the value, understand the value of collaboration. Let's talk about mentorship for a bit, especially in the interior design industry, because we've seen that industry evolve over the years. And now it feels like there's so much information online that you don't even need the services of an interior designer. You can just go online and get, you know, you know, get you, for example, this is the color that I want to work with for my my home or for my office space. All of that information is available on there. But let's talk on why you need an interior designer. You know, given that it's also quite a luxury. It's seen as a luxurious
I tell people that interior design is luxury. So because you're paying to get your space fixed, as opposed to fixing it yourself.
Exactly.
So I would say something that the difference between a professional, some people are interior decorators. So now let me
a difference.
Yes, there is a difference. So interior designers are the ones who are schooled in the design field.
Right.
Yeah, interior design. Who actually went to school for it. Why the decorators are the ones who mostly stumble, they stumble on it one way or the other.
Self-taught.
Exactly, self-taught. And there's nothing wrong with self-taught because most talents are innate.
True.
And we have to understand that to harness that talent, you have to engage more. So, I mean, you can be a self-taught, but then it's good to have professional touch to it. And then if you want to go professional with it, there's something, so with our platform, what we're doing differently is discussing the business of interior design, not just the design itself. So how to run the business. So it's, our niche focus is on individuals or, companies who want to scale up, who want to maximize profit, who want to define their niche, and who want to build structure and brand exposure.
Okay.
So this is huge. It's not
wide,
something.
right.
Yeah, it's not.
Really
it's
wide,
not. Yeah, exactly. So now you're a designer and all of that. So how do you get clientele? How do you maintain that clientele? You know, how do you forge ahead? How do you scale up to the next level?
So let's talk about clientele for a minute, because you've worked with a couple of celebrities.
Yes, I have.
You want to mention some of them?
No, don't worry about it.
We are going to keep it on the, but now let's talk about the rudiments for, being an interior designer. So you meet a client for the first time. Let's assume I'm your client.
Yes.
What are you expecting of me, and what should I expect from you as an interior designer?
Okay.
What should I look forward to? What are the questions that I should be asking? How do I know that this interior designer knows what she's doing or he's doing?
Okay.
Right.
So now in everyone, like let's say clients differ from people to people every day.
Right.
Yeah. So it's for you to understand that, okay, you have to understand what the client wants. I tell people that every space is a reflection of the client, of whichever client you decide to work with.
Right.
So now you understand that you have to understand what they like, personality. It plays a crucial role in design. As well, when you because you have to apply emotional intelligence too as well. So people don't know this.
Right.
So when you talk to a client, you're trying to solve a problem. So what is the problem here? Trying to get their thoughts out of their head, to understand, to visualize what they see or what they want to see. You understand? So getting into their head, you have to do a lot of emotional intelligence. You have to understand, basics of what they really want.
Right.
And you have to also know that not everybody is open to corrections. So you suggest, you don't impose.
Oh.
Yeah. So even if you know, so as a professional, you don't impose.
You don't want to be overbearing.
Exactly.
Right.
Because we're emotional beings.
Right.
So imagine someone telling you, I love black. And you're like, no, why black? But you don't understand that you have to be like, okay, black, we'll make it look nicer. How about putting a touch of this, this to make... So now you're trying to elevate that thought.
Yeah.
You're trying to you're trying to make the person comfortable.
Do you think gender has a role to play
gender?
Yes. Because, you know, when we were younger, you'd see more, like you said, it's a male dominating, it was a male dominating space, but now we see a lot more women, you know, in these roles, take on this role as interior designers.
And
In short, I don't think I've ever
designers.
met any
An architectural designer.
and as an architectural designers now. So do you think there's a female, you know, touch to the role, as in terms of the role that they play as an interior designer?
You know, we women, we are very versatile. We're multitaskers. So it kind of plays a role in designing style and all of that. We're not rigid. You hardly find a woman who is rigid with her. She's thinking about color. She's thinking about spicing things up and all of that. So it's a bit of a it's a bit of a difference. I mean, I think for a female interior designer and a male interior designer, except the male interior designer has a little flair of a feminine touch. Exactly.
Right,
so it will always come into play.
Right.
It will always come into play.
So let's talk more about your mentorship class. You know, which is, you know,
mastery,
giving room to, you know, young creatives, because I mean, we're in that space where you know that we have a lot of intelligent, creative minds out there. So let's talk a little bit more about that, because it's even also mentorship. It's a very, very interesting conversation that needs to be had, because sustainability, even with mentorship, is a major challenge. Now, let's talk about that for a minute, because I mean, you started this, you know, mentorship class last year. Have you been able to sustain it, and how do you plan to sustain it? Because the truth of the matter is, you're dealing with people, and some people can be very. I say some people can be very hard to love. So
I know
some people can be very hard to teach,
I know,
you know,
and
lead.
I know what you mean.
So yeah.
So now you have, first of all, you're identifying a problem.
Right.
There is a gap that needs to be bridged, which is trying to enlighten the creative individuals out there, even the ones that are upcoming in their various fields. So because for Mastery VKL, then the whole plan is to hone the skills of individuals, to hone their skills, and we bring in exclusive tutors to take them on courses. So now, if this thing is for you, you apply for it, right? If you want to hone your skills, if you want to be better in your field, if you want to gain more exposure, build more structure for your business, for your brand as a creative, you would definitely align with the Mastery platform, right? So now when you're coming there, you're not coming the same. I mean, we've had testimonials from our last event, because our first event, which is what we're doing another one, we're having another one sometime in June. So we extended it to 3 cities now. It was last year's event was held in just 2 cities, Lagos and Abuja. So now we're adding Asaba, just because we want to cut across with demographics in the east, southeast, and south.
You grow into other geopolitical zones.
Exactly, because we're trying to get more. We believe that it's not. We had, funny enough, our last event, we had people from Delta come into Lagos for the event. Wow. Funny. So now we're bringing it to them. It's closer, and then more people can be able to have access and attend. So for the business of interior design, what we're doing is actually a unique and exclusive event that brings together industry experts in the world of interior design.
Wow.
Yeah, to impact skills, experience, and all of that on emerging and aspiring interior designers, architects, furniture manufacturers, home fragrance creators, name it. So yes,
fantastic. Thank you so much, Vicky Helden, for coming to share your experience with us and your journey with us. All the best with Mastery
with Vicky
Helden in June. Looking forward to that. Well, our chef Amaka has made French toast for you. So are you ready?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we treat our guests very special. All our guests.
So much.
So please, let's head over to the kitchen.
Okay.
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI. Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English, good day. These are the news headlines, to Pidgin.
Better country people, on a good evening.
Yoruba.
Ekaro, Ekodede Asikoyi, Shedadalabayi.
Igbo.
Ndewo, Auto Innovation. Ahambu Obada Samson Ejiro.
And Hausa.
Mutane na sanar da zuwa, sunana Raki Abdulkarim kuma kana kallon TVC News.
We are bringing the news closer to you. Faster, smarter, and always reliable. And together, we are shaping the future of news for every Nigerian. Everywhere. Innovation, connection, and trust. The future of news is here.
TVC News, first with breaking news. And now first in Nigeria with AI news anchors.
Welcome to the kitchen, Vicky Helden.
Oh, thank you.
Chef Amaka has made French toast with poached eggs.
Amazing.
So she's going to tell us what this work of art consists of, because there's a lot on that plate.
So a lot of artistry going on.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to say the beauty of food is what makes you hungry. And
I'm hungry, actually.
And the fancy food is like a posh bag.
Okay.
Or a posh car.
Okay.
That you want to ride on. So the idea I created is, instead of the basic toast, the basic food or the normal food we usually eat, why not just switch it up?
You know what, Vicky? I think the true joy is in the food. So just please go ahead and taste it. Let us know what you think quickly.
So no, there's a method for this.
Okay.
You have to use your fork to like hit the center of the egg.
Okay.
So it runs down.
So this.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
If it doesn't run, then that's not bad. So you can open it with the other.
Okay.
Fork, yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. Work of art.
Anyway, you said we're going to take us on a journey.
Yeah,
so please
So
enjoy.
another thing you can actually do to get the taste out of it is, let me allow you to do it yourself.
Okay.
So you can run this all over.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So let's do that quickly.
Okay.
Because we have to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Amazing.
Oh, that's a lot of cream. So enjoy. We need to hear your thoughts. We need to know what you think quickly.
Honest thought.
Yes, honest.
Good. Okay, let's see.
Oh.
It sits so well.
Okay.
And you just melt into your mouth.
Right. Well done.
Good too.
Well done, Chef Amaka. Thank you, Vicky, for being on the show. And to all our guests, thank you, most importantly, you at home watching. Happy Workers' Day once again, people. Have a great day
Happy
ahead.
Workers' Day,
Bye.
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI. Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English, good day. These are the news headlines, to Pidgin.
Better country people, on a good evening.
Yoruba.
Ekaro, Ekodede Asikoyi, Shedadalabayi.
Igbo.
Ndewo, Auto Innovation. Ahambu Obada Samson Ejiro.
And Hausa.
Mutane na sanar da zuwa, sunana Raki Abdulkarim kuma kana kallon TVC News.
We are bringing the news closer to you. Faster, smarter, and always reliable. And together, we are shaping the future of news for every Nigerian. Everywhere. Innovation, connection, and trust. The future of news is here.
TVC News, first with breaking news. And now first in Nigeria with AI news anchors.